court to the other.
Yeah, BA, you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
And here's Memphis's starting group. They've got Rudy Gobert, Chet Holmgren out there with George. Then it's Ben Simmons, and the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. Holmgren with a screen on Harden. 5 to shoot. Down low. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies. Came away with a win.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
And so it's Memphis with it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The free ball. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Now Simmons. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And the Pelicans last season, Stan, just 21 wins, their worst record in over a decade.
Well, look, they were hamstrung by injuries, and that's been an issue for the last few years with New Orleans. When healthy, this team has the talent to compete in the West, but they haven't been able to stay healthy.
And the jam by George. George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Harden. Wagner outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Miles. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And here's George. Puts up a 3. Miles with a rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside Harden. Here's Towns. There's the triple. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Towns has got 5 now.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Holmgren finds Simmons. Screen by Holmgren. To the wing, right side. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. New Orleans in the lead. Miles, the pass to Wagner, and the foul on Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Outside Harden, right wing. Here's Miles, and another 3 for New Orleans.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
George, right side, to the paint. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Gobert with a screen on Harden. Clock at 6. And Gobert with the stuff.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half of his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
And here are the Grizzlies now. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. George finds Gobert. Back to George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're currently holding on to the third best record in the conference. And of course, Memphis behind 9.5 games.
Right now for the Grizzlies, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a minute 12 left in the first. Wagner, the pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. That'll put Karl Anthony Towns on the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
One shot.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And that one falls for Towns. Talk about a high-variance team. The Grizzlies keep you guessing, Coach.
Yeah, they do. They're young, brash, a ton of talent, and at times they've seemed poised to take over the West, but it hasn't happened yet.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Checking out some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Grizzlies trail by 6. Simmons looking around. Pass to George. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. George has got 7 points in the game. The Pelicans have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall.
looking good. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Simmons finds Gobert. Outside Simmons. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one's good.
66.
The Pelicans lead by 4. Outside Harden. There's a screen. Pass to Miles. Off target from outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 4. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
We got Risache, and it's Miles in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, BA, you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Pass to Berenger. For 3. Connects from downtown. He's got 11.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Cunningham passes to Powell. Takes a 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Pass to Risache. Harden with it. Picked up by Markkanen. From downtown. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Put your hands together and show some love. That was your Pelican breaker.
Gotta come through at the free throw line. These are the teams that are getting it done from there. Number 1, New Orleans.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Cunningham with the ball. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now here's Harden. It's a 5-point game. And the shot goes down.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Well, Stan, after last season, the Grizzlies brass, quite candid, they weren't close to being championship caliber.
Well, it's a brutal business, BA. You can have a ton of talent, but sometimes there are just certain teams that stand in your way.
Timeout. They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Carl Anthony Towns has checked in for New Orleans. Wagner comes in for James Harden. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Berenger. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Inside, here's Ayton. It's blocked. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Grizzlies substitution. Rudy Gobert. Chet Holmgren. Paul George.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Wagner, the pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Wagner against George. Back to Cunningham. Tipped. Wagner against George. Pass to Rizachet. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Kicks it out Towns. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Grizzlies trail by 9. Oh, deflected. Cunningham passes to Gobert. The Frenchman,
Rudy
Gobert.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end.
Yeah, he's been named Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's George. It's deflected.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Powell. Cunningham outside. Fires from the wing. And again, it's Memphis missing. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 15-5 run. And he lobs it up.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Memphis. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Up top, George. Over Wagner. And George gets it to go on the assist from Powell. 9 points for Paul George.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
From deep three-point land. The shot misses. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Get ready for some high RPM. An amazing special coming at you from your pocket.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
We're around the halfway point, and these guys aren't slowing down a bit. We'll see who turns on the Jets and pulls away.
Which rookies hit that wall along the way? Bam!
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Pelicans.
The difference in field goal percentage is crazy. They're getting exactly what they want out there.
Yeah, even if adjustments are made, how does that defense really slow them down? And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Harper. Checking out the group for Tuomas Isalo to start the second half. Holmgren is out there with George. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Harden can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Simmons. Holmgren outside. Now George. Outside Simmons. And the 3 off target. New Orleans leading by 9. Harper passes to Wagner. Now Towns. Here's Miles. Here's Harper. There's the triple. The shot by Miles, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Gobert. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And with a break in the action, here's a look at some of the players at the big men spots that pass the ball the best. 5th, Karl Anthony Towns.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
Well, that's really what the new age big man has turned into. They're not just bruisers anymore.
The wide open shot is on the money. Towns has got 10 points.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch and shoot option than Cat.
George left side, plenty of space, and there's Memphis with another bucket.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Harden, the pass to Harper. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal. Fast break, here we go. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Simmons. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Just 5 on the clock. Shot is up. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Here's Towns. He's got 10. Puts it up.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
Simmons. And Slam dunk by Simmons.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
The Pelicans lead by 5. Outside Rizachet. The three is up. It's rebounded by Memphis. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Nice shot by George.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
Pass to Barron-J. Fires the three. Hits the three-pointer. And he's got 28 now.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Make some noise with those hands together for your defense team.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Gobert. Lowry Marketing comes in for Chet Holmgren. Norman Powell, he's checked in for George. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Ben Simmons. Ayton passes to Cunningham. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta. He's got 10.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Pass to Barron-J. Down low. Wagner outside. Towns for three. And Ayton pulls it down. Memphis trailing here. And here's Cunningham outside. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Barron-J. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
That one falls.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. 33 points for him.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Three-pointer. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Misses from close range.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got James Harden. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Franz Wagner. And it's Miles in at the 4 slot. That's the Pelicans 5. New Orleans leading by 6. Towns outside. Oh, there's the alley. Holmgren with the block.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Miles, that's good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Outside Simmons. Knocks it down from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Simmons. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Quick shooting from Simmons. Nice setup by his team on that catch and shoot.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Let's get all your attention right here on center court. Here comes the Pelicans Hype Squad. Pelicans fans.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Pelicans lead by 5. Towns outside. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
Well, look, Towns is not just a scorer. He's a willing and capable playmaker as well.
Outside Simmons. Picked by Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Yeah, good to see Towns being engaged on defense. Just great timing to come up with the rejection.
To the right side. Here's Miles. Gets the 3-ball to go. And now a 10-point Pelican lead.
The defense was just nowhere to be found. And because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And timeout is called by Tuomas Isalo, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Pelicans on D. Up top, George, defended by Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And again, Memphis no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Harden. For 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Simmons. It's George on the wing. Holmgren outside. And it's Holmgren fighting through the contact.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Now Towns. Tipped. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Oh, and Towns with the block. Holmgren with a screen on Wagner. Another chance. Shoots a three. Bullseye! Chet hitting for three.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Towns outside. And a one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. With a teardrop. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for Memphis. They trail by 7. Blocked! 1:44 left in the game. Wagner! It's money from deep.
Well, one of Wagner's greatest strengths is his confidence, which you especially see on these kind of shots.
Wagner with a rebound.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And he nails it.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Now Simmons. Cunningham fires.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Pelicans.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And they end up winning the season series. Always feels good to have that upper hand over an opponent.
Simmons, cash from downtown.
Well, this is why you run offense through Cunningham. He's a creator.
Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Can't get it to go. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Memphis. A 12-point game. George. Deflected. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Tell me it must do.